Hello everybody, how are we doing? Ready to paint some D&D figures today? And yeah, Shadow, that was insane. I banned, how many is that? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. That is 12 Haas related channels that had to get banned today the moment I logged on. Jesus. For those of you that are watching and don't know, there's a gentleman whose name is Hoss, H-O-S-S, and what he does is he is a hate raider, which I have now learned is a thing. And he and his group of buddies, they little guys, they get together and they fill up your chat and they target small streamers, and they fill up the chat with racist and homophobic remarks and content to the point that you get banned as a content creator because you're responsible for your own chat, chat. And obviously, these accounts get closed and people ban them from their channels pretty quickly. So he has literally hundreds of accounts that just automatically start following all of these people, and everyone that has, like, I think it's under 1,000 followers is what they go for. Anyone that has under 1,000 followers, the bot will pick up and start following. So it's super fun. Oh my goodness. Alright, I'll put these down here for now. So, well, let's get to the actual miniature painting tonight, okay? I think that sounds like fun. Okay. Don't need dowel rods. Punoko. Is that who that is? I didn't realize this, but yeah, all of these emotes actually have names. Son of a bitch. It's Bible Thump is the crying person. Oh, Medias, how you doing? You working tonight, man? Keeping everything secure? You keeping whatever it is safe? Is that Failfish? Oh, that's fun. Okay. So, I did some work in between, like on my lunches and breaks this week. I did some work and we painted up the Aranese. Let's see if we can get this here. Yeah. So I went ahead and I finished her up this week. I wanted to give you guys a look. I just needed something to do that was at my desk. And we will do her base as well. Let's see here. And I'll need to use some rubbing alcohol because this right here, this is a one of those clear plastic flight stands. So I'll take some rubbing alcohol and a toothpick and I'll get that all cleaned off. Same thing here with the Deva. That will need just a combination of gentle scrubbing and some solvent-based rubbing, and it'll all come right off. Just like that. You can kind of see a little bit. There's a line there in the middle. Yeah. The Deva is actually, for the most part, almost done as well. So let's see here. Let's get you in here, buddy. Sorry, you have the super reflective skin. But that's done as well. So, Aranese and Deva. Done and done. Are you guys just having fun with emoticons table here? Big Bud Trash. I love this. Alright, cool. So I need my little stands back now, guys. Let's do a monster manual entry tonight. We have a dragon to paint. I guess I should have advertised this a little bit on social media, but I didn't feel like it. Alrighty. Come on. Now her whip, actually, for those of you that know WizKids models, you'll know that her whip is also a clear part, but I'm not going to try and remove all of that. What are all these emotes for? Or are you just learning all the names of them? Okay, so what do I want to paint tonight? The dragon. I'm trying to think of after that, obviously. That is super fun. Thank you, Shadow. My chat has been set to emote only. Ah, I was. I was. Oh my goodness! There we go. Okay, everybody. What emote would help in this situation? I just thought you were having fun. I'm gonna level with you. I just thought you were having some good old fun with emotes. I'm so sorry. I. Oh jeez. I think it finally took you calling me in Discord, and I was like, what's going on? What's going on? He's on D&D. Shit. Yes. Yes. You have finally recovered. Everyone has finally recovered their voices. I hope we're all doing good. Sorry about that. I can't believe I left it in emote only mode. Alright. I guess we could work on this lad today. This guy needs to get finished up. He should be dry enough for us to work on. And hello, Diaz. How you doing? You working tonight? Oh, you're totally okay. I mean, I watch people when I'm working remotely all the time, so I get it. Like sometimes when you say BRB, it ends up being the rest of your shift. I totally understand that. You're totally all right, man. Okay, so we're gonna get a wash down on this guy. He was just a little bit too. We used the airbrush on him last time. So let's use the wash Fugan Orange shade. I'm just gonna basically slather it on him, get some of these details out. And we'll use a little bit of lanthanum medium to thin it down. Weird sign language. Yeah, I'm sorry, everybody. I'm sorry, everybody. There we go. We're going to do about a 1-to-1 mix of Fugan Orange to Lanthium Medium. Okay. Okay. We should be good now. Let's get some of this shade down. Yeah, 18 hours to try and catch the bug Pokemon? I don't know if we're going to make it, Shadow. We're just focusing the shade on all of the darker areas first. And on the feet. I'm going to put some here right underneath those ridges. Down here, just around the creases of limbs and such. Basically anywhere where we need a little bit of shadow, we'll add a little bit of shade. Yeah, it looks like your Pokemon this stream is Totodile. Or wait, I know, wait, here we go, I got you. There you go. I remember you hearing that you like this one. It is the same Pokemon on all streams all the time, Shadow. Yeah. So I remember you said that you liked Avatar. I mean not Avatar, Abra. Yeah, so if like the other day when there was a Gallade on Cyber's stream, I heard it referenced later by somebody else in that Pokemon community stream. And I was like, and I asked the question, like, is it the same? And the answer is yes. Oh no. Hey! Garnel VO, hey, how you doing? Okay, good. You guys are friendly. Alright, good deal. I'm doing good. I had to ban 13 Haas bots when I got on today, so I was super scared. I was like, oh no, did I miss something? Did I miss someone? Oh! Awesome! I'm really, really glad that she who lifts her tail has found a good home where she can rest after lifting her tail so much. So yeah, we are just painting up the slad, and then we're gonna bust out the big boy here in a bit. Well, damn it, that's on the floor now, but that's fine because we got the big boy. We had this guy to work on tonight. And then if it gets late enough that my EU people get on, we'll bust into some Gundam stuff. A good tale to tell our kids one day. Yeah, I tried to sculpt a tail for it. I tried a couple of times, and it just wasn't working out. My sculpting skills are not as good as my painting skills. So we're just gonna continue with this shade here. It'll dry a little bit darker, just to kind of continue to. We talk about it a lot on the channel. When you're doing miniature painting, you make your brights bright and your darks darker, and we just kind of, everything is just continuing on that same little road. I think I'm gonna do a dark wash here on top though. The little moss surrounding it. I love doing bases. I love doing bases. I honestly, basing models is 100% my favorite thing to do. The little bases and the moss, and I needed something for her to sit on because the base that came with it was cobblestone, and I wanted to steal that cobblestone base for Count Dooku. Oh, guys, yeah, we gotta paint Count Dooku tonight. I told somebody that I'd get him in the mail today, and I messed up. So we're gonna get Count Dooku done today as well. Whoops. Oh, and look at that. We have all these little Pokemon there in the chat. Oh no, both of its legs are broken? Oh. Money don't grow on trees, Virat Cat. Oh, ain't no rest for that. That is a good song, yes. They threw the box at your door. Jesus. I'm so sorry to hear that, Shadow. Is that too dark? Guys, I think that might be too dark. Well, no, this is the shade. We can still add highlights on it. I guess, yeah, it does really depend on the tree. Yeah, Liberty Mutual. Money grows on trees. No. That was never one of their things. Oh, that was Lending Tree I'm thinking of. I really want these details to come out, so we're going to go with a really dark wash here on top, actually. Because now you guys can see all those little cracks and stuff in there, right? And this is some Basilic Alum Gray, thinned down, again, with some Lanthium Medium. If I was smart, I would have used Contrast Medium for this. Oh, not smart, but if I had remembered, I would have used Contrast Medium for this. But I wanted his head to be extra spooky. And this shall assist with that. And we'll just keep it down to the scabby sections here with the... Don't need to dunk the whole model in it, nothing like that. Just these sections that are a little bit scaly. Okay, so we're going to let this dry, and we will return to it here in a little bit, and we will do a dry brush of the yellow again on top. So now we got this. I've been not paying attention to chat. Well, we're going to look at this first. Yeah, so there's our guy now. So we're going to work on him in a bit, but this needs to dry. Otherwise, our dry brush will not be dry because of all the liquid paint on top. Alrighty, you should go to UPS and tell them to DM you a D&D campaign. Oh, jeez. I feel like that's like executing a shoplifter, it feels like. Which we should do in the US. If you shoplift once, you should get executed. Or what was it from Parks and Rec? Jail. You litter, jail. Okay. We got some liquid paints in there, so we're just gonna flick. There it is. Shoplift execution. Yeah. Oh yeah, and then here's the stuff from last week or Tuesday, I think it might have been the Aranese and the Deva. Kinder Surprise is legal. I didn't make these decisions. I'm just suggesting one small change to the way that we approach shoplifters, and that small change is that they stop breathing. So it's not it's not too much. Yeah. So there's these guys. Go over there. I need my big boy. All right. So we're not going to start picking out the details on them just yet. We just got to make sure there's no other big glaring highlights or shadows we want to do. I think actually no, we're good, and we will start to pick out some of the little bits and bobs here. These fins, I don't care so much about this one down his back of his spine or in his tail, but these ridges, actually no, those are pretty good. So yeah, I think we'll pick out like the teeth, the mouth, the claws. So it's time, guys and girls. gonna get some paints going. Let's see, what are we gonna use? We're gonna use there. We're gonna use skeletal bone. On D&D character, mine almost died from a green dragon. Yeah, that's because they're badass. D&D dragons, like green dragons, are pretty scary. There we go, just a little bit of skeletal bone here. You were the worst, not death, not death. Thank you very much. B-Rod, that means a lot. Genuinely does mean a lot. And we're gonna go ahead and we're gonna start our detail work and do our best to ruin it. Irrevocably. So we're gonna put just a normal base coat layer down here. Tell you what, we're actually gonna grab, because I already see a spot that the color didn't quite take. We're gonna grab some of this plague bearer's flesh, and or no, we want the darker one because I really needed to show up. We'll go with orc. We're gonna grab some orc flesh to help us repair spots that may have gotten missed during our first couple of coats. So like here in between the tail here, we're gonna go ahead and just add a little bit more. That's too dark. I used the warp lightning, right? No. It was this. We're good. We're here. Aw, saved you with the Deus Ex Machina. Aw, I'm really glad. I love when DMs do that. Now, it's important to not rely on them, but I think it's fun. Everybody gets one. Unfortunately, I broke the lid on this pot of paint, so it's kind of a little bit of a nightmare to use. But we're just going to go through here and grab a couple of these spots. That's fine. You don't like it. Yeah, I think everybody getting one is a perfectly fine thing, but when there's no fear of death, it's just not. D&D just isn't as fun, I don't think. Or, I mean, take the fear of death out of the campaign, fine, but leave the fear of failure. It's like your group can fail. Oh, I forgot to update the what we're painting message. Yeah, because this was, I hate the price of this model. So this is a $30 model. So the price on this one is gonna be let's do 50, I think is what we're doing for the dragon. And this is, again, this is the adult green dragon. So yeah, $20 for this is fine. Model's so expensive. And then there we go. You gotta get your claws all nice and ready. What if there's a lady dragon out there? Come on, dude. Get your head in the game. You put the wrong sign. Oh. Yes. Alrighty, guys. And then claw. And just these claws being a little bit brighter are really just gonna add a little bit of pop. And we're gonna tone these down. Don't you worry, don't you worry. I see you over there, I see you fretting, I see you worrying, and I need you to stop it. Just stop it. So much worry. I'm filled, I'm fretting. Alright. Alright. Let's do these little teethies. Corsola is coral. It's what you have caught there, Sebastian. Or Midias. Yes, yes, it's the evolved coral. I believe. Well, we got a dangler. There we go. Oh, dang. Way to go, Shadow. Pokemon Community Game Master. Jeez. It's pretty legit. Only because you know the types. I mean, that's what 90% of Pokemon is, it feels like. Screw it. We're just gonna use the bigger brush. It's the same size tip at the end of the same size point. It just holds a little bit more paint. There we go. Now we can do multiple teeth without having to go back for more paint. Alright. And then grab little plague bearers. Let's touch up your gums. I know that you haven't been to the dentist, and by Tiamat, I know that you're not flossing. Dungeons and Dragons. Alrighty. Yeah, we're gonna tint the wing edges here with the plague bearers as well. Oh, that's just basically straight black, so we'll have to use a slightly darker shade first. So we're going to break out the Warp Lightning. And then just... trying to make sure that we're feathering this in so that it doesn't look super obvious what we're doing. We got some spots over here too. Now normally I would leave like something like this gray line here because it would just be a little bit of negative space, but I want it to be just like slightly tinted green. Because you'd be surprised the percentage of a model that can be completely uncolored and you'll not notice, as long as it's dark gray or black. Alright, cool. A little bit in here still. Going on patrol. You stay safe, Medius. You call me if you need anything. You see any bad guys. Okay. Alright, then we're gonna do... Alright, ma'am. You're looking a little horny there. It's a little plain. So let's brighten that up. What's cool is we're going to make sure that we keep our layers nice and thin, so we still get a little bit of that green undercoat showing through. If we block on acrylic paints, you really won't see the difference. But here we get to just tie everything together with a little undertone of green. Huzzah! Alright, cool. Now we're going to go ahead. We're going to get the back toenails. These are a little less important because they're not like, we're cow in your face. Where's the rest of your toe? Found it. Alright, toes. Alright, so we got our toes done, we got our horns done. Let's go ahead and do these little horns up here. And then we'll take a look at what we got. We're doing these little horns up here on top. What are these called? These are called wing pinions, I believe. I'm not super familiar with wing anatomy. I'm a dragon. Yay! I'm really glad that you enjoy the dragon painting. Yeah, I got him like I've been doing them in stages. So I was like, let's make some good progress on them tonight. Whoops. Now your first instinct will probably be to do some of these sections super clean, but go look at a living thing. Things aren't always super clean. So you want things to bleed into each other a little bit. It's not like a hammer and a nail and a piece of wood. That's not how like these spikes would work. So if you do things too sharply, and like, yeah, you can obviously make mistakes and you'll clean those up. If you do things super sharply, and they aren't super great, well, little brush drop there, that's fine. You, will be very obvious to the eye. Okay. So I think we are almost there. Oh, Mr. Mime Jr. again? I'm sorry, Shadow. Alright. Ow, my neck. Okay. Let's see. Good deal, good deal. We'll go ahead and we'll give this... yeah. Actually, no. Before we do that, we need to get a base coat of yellow down in the eye here. I know it looks super dry right now, but we will fix that. I say that a lot, and I hope I always make good on my promises. That we fix things that I say we're gonna fix. All right, is this tea cool enough to drink? Nope. Nope, 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 nope. Okay, so seltzer water. Ow. Ah. That burned like my ex-girlfriend gave me. Ah. That hurt. Okay. So we're going to do some dry brushing on this. And we're going to fix up these horns. And then we're going to make an epic scenic base in which he will be in the jungle doing dragon things. So I don't know what dragons do when they are on their treasure hoard. We'll figure that out. Aha, so here's the base. Oh, my body. That's not big enough. That's definitely not big enough. It's way too small. Actually, that's not half bad. All right. Hilariously, I always talk about bases being too small for a lot of these WizKids miniatures, but the only ones that they seem to get right between the WizKids and the Pathfinder are the largest creatures, because anything bigger than this would be just a full diorama. So we need to get rid of those. So make sure to remove any eye protection and take your snippers and well, these are just wire cutters, and just cut and make sure you close your eyes. Safety first, kids. There we go. There we go. Nice. Good deal. Good deal. If you aren't looking at it, it can't hurt you. Like my ex-girlfriend's phone when I knew she was cheating on me and I just had to look. I had to know. No, don't look at your partner's phone, everybody. That's just never, don't do it. Sanding paper. All right. Chka-pow. Chka-pow-pow-pow-pow. Oh, wow, that's really on there. Okay. So, actually, I will use this for a little bit here. We're just gonna hang out and talk. Need to figure out what you want to buy for them. How big are they? I think it is a good question. And it's time to get our special sticks. I get to use all my forest stuff, guys. I love my forest stuff. I got my special sticks. We aren't basing it yet, Ricky. Calm down. Got excited. Wanted to base it. Okay. We're going to put this away for now. I can't be trusted. Ah, I found Count Dooku. Or half of him. We'll find the other half. Oh, well then. Well, I guess it would depend on what size base. Like, they have a lot of different sizes of bases. You could do something like this. And then, or actually, when I send you your dragon, I can send you along some bases as well, already done up. Once you get the sizes and stuff, and then you can just glue them on. Still a little bit tacky here on the slab. And then Are you good to get washi-doshed? I think you're good to get washi-doshed. So we're going to use a different brand here. We're going to use some Strong Tone by Army Painter. Basically the same as a lot of these fancy contrast paints you usually see in, but just a little different. Actually, we're going to use some Soft Tone. Keep it all nice and soft. Alright. Congratulations, you've received 100 messages today with Restream Chat. Hey everybody, 100 messages! Oh my god, that's going to be one of the most active chats ever. Hope you're all doing great, having a good old time. Alright. Soft tone. Just to tone down these horns and bone bits. You're sore from walking 60 minutes today? Oh, I'm sorry. At least you'll be tone, like this soft tone. Everything is Army Painter paints. What is this walking? I'm pretty sure I've been feeding us garbage so that we can't do this. Yeah, I hear ya. Oh, Shadow, you actually eat pretty well. You don't have to listen to doctors. You can just die. Don't do that. Don't. I appreciate you listening to your doctor, Shadow. Yeah, it's like, doctor's like, you're gonna die if you don't listen to me. And I'm like, I'm just, doctor, I'm pretty sure we have different goals here. You have to make sure your interests are lined up with your doctor. Or what is it now in the US? You gotta make sure your religious beliefs line up with your medical professional staff. That blows my mind. Oh yeah, Shadow, I forget you're in Canada. Every couple of years there's a new resurgence of people. The pro-life people that think you shouldn't be able to get abortions. And they come through with the same, it's like every couple of years they come through with the same argument too. It's that doctors shouldn't have to abort babies if it goes against their religious beliefs. And every year it just kind of just dies. But this year I think it gained a little bit more momentum than it normally does. I think just because all of the Sally Sundays are at home. When in reality it's not. I think my wife said it the other day really well. It's not that they're pro-life, it's that they're anti-choice. Which is upsetting. Ah! The only time I ever wanted to be in politics, even a little bit, is when I learned that the president gets his salary for the rest of his life. So then I wouldn't have to work again. but that's not worth it. And now tea lives will be lost for ones that have had abortion because they would rather not live than see a child. Oh, yeah. Wait, what? Are you serious? About what? The president thing? Yeah, I'm pretty sure they get a salary for the rest of their life. It's not the same, but they get a salary. It's not crazy. It's nothing insane, but it's enough to live off of. Because for the rest of their life, they're a target for all kinds of negative attention. I mean, like, you can't have Obama going to apply to be a project manager at Comcast. It just doesn't work. But that would be awesome. Oh yeah, and there's our horns now. They're looking a lot better. We'll grab the teeth next. And this these shades, this flesh tone, this soft tone it's kind of like a toned down shadow color, honestly. Because you have your dark tone and your strong tone, which are different levels of shadow. And then the soft tone is just a light one. It does look like horn material now, yes. Now we're gonna let this into all the gaps as well and let it pull up right here around the... Get out of here. Pow, 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 pow. Pow, pow. Dragon. 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 Dragon D's nuts. The eye as well. We'll go prime those two Chinese dragons right now. Go. I refuse to speak to you until you have completed the task that I have given you. When you have completed the task, you can go ahead and provide proof, and I will listen. Yeah, go outside. Can't be too bad. Yeah, you shouldn't spray primer in the house. I do it, and it's awful. Every time. And it always smells disgusting. And I do it because I'm lazy, and I don't want to go outside. Where are we at? Where are we at? We're about an hour and 10 minutes into stream, which means I've been painting for about an hour. I'm gonna take 5 minutes. I'm gonna take my Adderall, and we'll continue this here. And I'm gonna get something to eat real quick. So a little sneaky snack time. Everybody that's watching, go get a snack, fill up your tummies, and then come back and we'll do some more stuff. I'll be back. Hey, V-Rod Cat, if you are watching still, did you choose to be that Pokemon avatar, or did it randomly give you him? 'Cause if it randomly came to you, that's awesome. That's epic. So everybody, you can go down and change your avatar. I will ask that we don't use the Marvel ones because they're huge for some reason. Let me see here. Yeah, it's just. Oh no, the Marvel ones are fine. Some of the Marvel ones. Blackheart's a little bit big, but I need to resize them. The Gundam ones are just gargantuan. Or the one that I picked out was Wing Gundam. Yeah, it's so big. It's way too big. How about Death Scythe? How big is that one? Oh, it's not so bad. But yeah. Gonna keep adding stream avatars. Oh, it's way too big? Yes, that is what she said, because the penis was too big and it made her uncomfortable. Gosh. Fair. It's what your mother said last night, Trebek. No, never let it go. Because that's also what she said. She said she would never let it go. I'm in danger. All right, we're back. And oh yeah, sorry, the reason I mentioned that is if you want it to be something else, you can also change what avatar you are. Down there below, there's some widgets. There's a stream avatar thing. Look, everybody, I spent good money on it. I want you to have fun with that little stream avatars thing. I don't know how Anasaurus Rexus is still spawned, because that is my wife, and she just AFKs the stream all night. And I thought it was supposed to despawn. Oh, it's only if you have a certain number of people. Okay. That makes sense. I rolled. You like your chosen pokies. That's fair. I wonder if they have like a shiny. No. Oh, it could be Aggron. Or there's these really weird dragons in Dino Boy just in the middle of everything. That's interesting. I'm gonna be a baby dragon. Can it be green? Is there a green dragon? There is a green dragon. Yay! I'm gonna be a green dragon, everybody. Oh, he's cute. Okay. So here's our painting. Our green dragon is officially good enough. We're going to get that tongue done, and then we're going to muck it all up with some mud and some scenery around it. And we're going to call this one done. Now, if I was doing this for someone else, I'd probably take it a little bit farther, but this is just part of our painting everything in the monster manual painting. So this is what we'll call this paint job pretty much done. So we're going to go ahead and get that tongue all nice and red. No, actually, the green dragon is my least favorite of all of the dragons. But I bought this as an impulse buy. Or no, I allowed chat to vote on what dragon we did first, and green dragon won. Oh no, blue dragon won, and the guy still hasn't mailed me the blue dragon. I'm pretty upset at that Etsy seller. Like every day that goes by, I feel like I get a little bit less understanding and a little bit more frustrated at him with how long it's taking him to get it out to me. Because, like, I get it. 3D printing sucks sometimes, and I get it. Sometimes life happens. But it's just like, when both happen at the same time, maybe you should look at what you're doing and maybe not having an Etsy shop that's entirely 3D printing related. Because it's been 2 months now since I ordered it, and I haven't gotten a single update from him. It was like a $70 model too, but I'll get it. Alright, as long as he keeps responding to me. The moment he stops responding to me, I will reach out with PayPal and get a refund. No, so when you 3D print something, you can usually expect somewhere between 3 to 5 weeks. But it's been 2 months almost. So yeah. Okay. So it's time for your base, little buddy. Which means it's time to get rid of this stuff. Get out of here. You can stay. I need to get this palette thingy somewhere else. Oh no, every surface around me is just covered in miniature stuff. I found the other half of Count Dooku, everybody. Don't worry, we found him. There he is. I don't think I'll stream while I paint him. I think I'll just put my nose to the grindstone after tonight's stream and get him done. Alright, so this can go over here now. And we need our base. And then we need stuff. So look at all this stuff we need. Ugh. 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 This is all the stuff we need, everybody. And now we have it all in front of us. Like I said, I like doing basing. Basing is where it's at. Basing is where you get all of the hot girls. Because anyone can just slop some paint around. But to put these predetermined, these pre-made tufts down, not everyone can. Not everyone has the humility to use this pre-made stuff. Yeah, I need these. Okay. It's all about that base, right? You can have a shit model on a really great base, and then people will be like, wow, great job. It couldn't have been. It's all about the base. I am. You can have a really just a not great model put on an amazing base, and people will give you a lot of compliments on it. And because like it's one of those things. Okay. Where are your legs gonna go? Like there? Do you even fit on this thing? He doesn't even fit. His hand hangs off the edge. That's fine, I guess. I hate it, but it's fine. I'm gonna start with this. This is Thick Mud. It's a product by Vallejo Scenics. It will allow us to get a good solid foundation and a good solid start to all of this nonsense that we're gonna do here. So we're gonna grab one of our old shitty brushes, Oh, yeah, that's real old. That's real shitty. Okay, yeah. All right. And I'm just going to start glomping this on there. And then just spreading it all around. I said I was going to do two things. I said I was going to eat a snack and take my Adderall. And I did one of those. Build it up with corkboard? I would love to build it up with corkboard. But I have other plans. Because we're going to be adding water effects to it. So I don't want to add the cork to it. I think corkboard is great for certain uses. And for those of you on Twitch, that is a YouTube comment. Corkboard is really, really great because it really just adds a really great stone texture. Or like the battle foam that you guys saw, not the battle foam, the foam that you saw us use when we did the Drider. That was a really good example of using other materials to build up a base. But this I have plans for. And corkboard's really great because it is both. It will blend into the surrounding, but it also isn't. Well, it is not a porous substance, so you can pour things like water through it. Keep that a little bit clean. Shbow. But hey, Mike, thanks for joining us for a live stream. Hope you're doing good. I hope life's treating you well. Glad to have you. I'm glad I saw the YouTube comment. I think I found an extension that'll allow me to just see it all in one spot. Alright, there we go. There is some Van Sar models? I'm not sure what that is. But I'm glad that we're having some hobby time together here, sir. Okay. Oh, Necromunda. Okay. Yeah, well, I mean, you could magnetize the arms of all of your miniatures, or you could just buy more miniatures. Just saying. Everyone's always talking about magnetizing weapons, and I'm like, Shadow, you'd want to do Pokecheck and then the name of the Pokemon. There we go, we're just cleaning off this brush. Oh, you have not caught Roselia. You missed it. Everyone's like, how would you magnetize a wave serpent and a fire prism? And I'm like, just buy one of each. Oh, logged in on your TV and realized you couldn't chat, so you joined on the phone. Okay, that's fair. I do that sometimes, like when I watch Tabletop Titans, I want to chat, and I want to make sure to get on my phone when or the computer when I do that. I have the Roku TV. I don't use it enough. Alright, so that has to dry. So I might have been a little bit premature in grabbing all of the basing stuff that we're going to use. Actually, we're not going to use the battlefield rocks. Get out of here. So, in the meantime, let's go ahead and do our dry brush on Mr. Slad. And I like to do, I think I'm feeling, I don't want it to be super bright, so we're going to go with the desert yellow. So we're going to grab our makeup brush that looks vaguely yellow. Let's just go ahead and get some of this paint down here. It's nice and mustardy. Get some of that in the bristles there. Yeah, there we go. And then just going across this detail. Sorry, not back and forth across the detail, just from the top. On the top, we'll of course go back and forth. But we're doing this, we'll come just from above. And we'll bring it down a little bit. Because even though it is a red slab, you want to add some other colors in there just to kind of break up it a little bit. There we go. And sorry, I know this rocks the table a lot, but I